All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're doing a deep dive analysis of the online I-130 spousal petition. We're gonna skip the surface level stuff and get straight to the critical details, the non-obvious things that can really trip people up. Honestly, getting this right is all about being strategic. So let's get to it.
Here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll talk about the digital foundation, your accounts. Then we'll navigate some super critical data fields. After that, it's the beneficiary's declaration, the I-130A. Then a masterclass in how you present your evidence. Next, we hit the application's big crossroads. And finally, we'll decode some of the system's weird quirks.
Okay, first things first, the absolute foundation. And look, this isn't just about creating an account. It's about whose account you're using. You'd be surprised how many applications get derailed right here at the very beginning.
So what do you think is the number one most common and frankly, completely avoidable mistake people make when they're filing online? The answer is deceptively simple, but it causes so many problems. It's this, right here. The petition has to be filed from the online account of the U.S. citizen or the permanent resident. That's the petitioner. It cannot, and I mean cannot, be filed from the account of the spouse who's being sponsored. That's the beneficiary. Think of it this way. For the I-130, the petitioner is always the one driving the car. All right, let's move into the form itself. This is where tiny little choices in how you enter data can have some pretty huge consequences. When you're dealing with these applications, every single field matters. Precision is everything. Let's look at 3 fields that seem easy but are total traps. First, marital history. You have to include your current marriage in the count. So if this is your first marriage, the answer is 1, not 0. Second, last lived together. We'll dig into that in a second, but you have to be precise. And finally, the end date of your current marriage. If you're still married, leave it blank. Putting a date there tells them the marriage is over. So this brings us to a really key definition. When immigration talks about living together, they mean you've actually established a shared household, a common residence. Short visits, a few weeks here and there, that doesn't count. So if you haven't truly set up a home together yet, the right answer is never live together. It's accurate, and it avoids any hint of misrepresentation. Okay, let's talk about Form I-130A. You gotta understand, this is not an optional add-on. It is a mandatory, required part of every single spousal petition. If you filed the I-130 without it, your application is simply incomplete, period. So the beneficiary, the spouse being sponsored, fills out the I-130A and you upload it as a PDF. But here's the crucial part. Pay attention to the signature rule. If the beneficiary is physically inside the US, they have to print it, sign it with a real pen, and then you scan that signed copy. If they're outside the US, no signature is required for the online submission. Big difference. Now for the evidence. With the online portal, it is not just what you upload, it is how you upload it. You have to remember, you are literally building a digital case file that a government officer has to review. A clean, organized submission makes for a much more compelling case. The best way to do this is to have a system. Step 1, gather all your paper documents. 2, digitize them. Get good, high-quality color scans. Now, the really important steps. 3, bundle similar things into single files. And 4, name those files with a clear, logical system before you even start uploading. So here's what that looks like. You bundle things that make sense together. Take a whole year of bank statements and put them into one PDF called joint_bank_statements 2023. Take all your photos and put them into one file, maybe with a few captions. Using descriptive file names just makes the whole review process so much smoother for the officer. And here's what you absolutely want to avoid. Please do not upload 50 separate picture files. Don't use generic names from your phone, like IMG_1234. Make sure everything is crystal clear. And this is a big one. Any document in another language must be combined with its certified English translation into a single file. The original and the translation always travel together. We have now arrived at the single most important decision in the entire application. And I'm not exaggerating. This isn't just another box to check. Your answer here determines the entire future path of your case, which government agencies get it, and where that final, all-important interview is going to happen.
The question itself sounds simple, but the consequences are huge. Is the sponsored spouse going to apply for their green card from inside the United States, or will they be doing it through a U.S. embassy or consulate in another country? These are the two very different paths. If your spouse is inside the U.S. and they're eligible, you choose adjustment of status. That leads to filing Form I-485. If they're outside the U.S., you choose Consular Processing. After the I-130 is approved, the case goes to the National Visa Center and then to an embassy using Form DS-260. This choice sets the stage for everything that comes next. And finally, let's talk about some of the weird little quirks in the online portal. It's a really powerful tool, but let's be honest, it's not perfect. Knowing how to read its automated warnings is a skill in itself. Just remember this rule of thumb. A yellow alert from the system is a suggestion, it's not a stop sign. You see, the system will sometimes flag things it thinks are missing. It's just an automated check. Unlike a red alert, which you can't get past, you can often move right past a yellow one if you know for a fact it doesn't apply to you. Here's a classic example. You might say that the petitioner has only been married one time, the current marriage. The system might still spit out a yellow alert asking for a divorce decree from a previous marriage. It's a known glitch. If you have no prior marriages, you just ignore it and proceed. Don't upload anything, just keep going.
So after we've gone through all these technical details, what does it all boil down to? What is the real key to a strong, approvable petition?
It really comes down to these three things: clarity in all of your answers, consistency across every single document you submit, and compelling, well-organized evidence. Remember, you're not just filling out a form. You're presenting a logical, convincing case that your marriage is real. The final question you should ask yourself is simple. Does my application tell that clear story?